सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओ 12th chapter, first shloka. अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तम् तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो ये माम् नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेताः ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। This 12th chapter begins with Arjuna's question based on the previous 11th chapter regarding Vishwarupa Upasana. Before that Vishwarupam, Lord Krishna has pointed out Nirguna Jnanam, Nirguna Brahma Jnanam, and later he has pointed out that Vishwarupa Dhyanam, Upasana. There are some people who take up that Jnana Yoga and they worship the Lord, a formless Lord. They recognize they are also bhaktas. And some people worship the Lord as the universal God, in universal form, Vishwarupam. Among these two bhaktas, who is the greatest one? Who is superior? Yoga vittamaha ke, first question, sloka. Tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Among those two types of bhaktas, those who are meditating upon you, who are the best yogis, is asking. Yoga vittamaha, who are the best yogis? That means who are near to moksha, anartha. Who are near to moksha. Some devotees, ever steadfast devotees, bhaktaha satata yuktaha, who meditate upon you, committed the lifestyle. They are all worshipping you. Then some people, satata yuktaha means Vishwarupa upasakas, an artham. Second group of people, Arjuna point out that name Aksharam Avyaktam e Upasate. Second group of people, those bhaktas, Arjuna gave a name to him, no? To those people who are there. Avyaktam Aksharam Paryupasate means Nirguna Brahma or Nirguna Ishvara. Paryupasate, you have to supply, imperishable, unmanifest. Avyakta means unmanifest. Aksharam means imperishable. Tvam paryupasate. Ye yoga vittamaha. Now Bhagavan is going to answer from the second shloka. Bhagavan says, Mam nityayuktaha ye upasate manaha mai aveshya. Lord Krishna talking about first Vishwarupa Upasakas. Later only, he is not giving comparison. He is not giving straight answer who is great. This Bhakta is great, Bhagavan can answer. Bhagavan is not comparing them because Jnana Yoga Bhaktas and Vishwarupa Bhaktas cannot be equated. Jnana Yoga Bhaktas and Vishwarupa Bhaktas cannot be equated because you can compare, you can equate when both are belong to same group. You can compare. If they are both ends, goals, you can compare. If both of them are means, you can compare. Sadhanam and Sadhyam. Vishwarupa Bhakti is a means. Jnana Yoga, that Bhakti is end, culmination. So between means and end, sadhana, sadhyam, you cannot compare. Between sadhana, sadhyam, you cannot compare. You can compare between two goals or you can compare between two ends, two means. End and chonnalum, goal and chollanum onnuda. Two means or two goals you can compare. So Vishwarupa Bhaktas, Upasakas, they are following the means. Jnana Yoga Bhaktas are attaining the end. Therefore, no comparison. Lord Krishna silently ignore Arjuna's question, not saying your question is wrong, not to hurt this disciple, student. This is the method not to disturb the mind of a student. Already disturbed mind. Again, teacher also disturbs. So this teaching cannot enter in the mind of the student. So Lord Krishna ingeniously says, Vishwarupa Bhaktas manaha mai aveshya. He says, fixing the mind upon me, paraya shraddhaya upetaha. These people, Vishwarupa Bhaktas, with great faith, paraya shraddhayana, with great faith, supreme faith, endowed with intense faith. Upetaha means endowed with. Endowed with intense faith, they are fixing their mind, absorbing in me. The mind is for God alone, nothing else. Obsessed with bhakti in artham. Obsessed with bhakti. Just as worldly people obsessed with their property, children, possessions, this bhakta is obsessed with Bhagavan. Such a person is called Aveshya Manaha Ityarthaha. Te Nityayuktaha. Those bhaktas, Vishwarupa bhaktas, are ever steadfast devotees, ever committed to me, ye upasate, who meditate upon me. Whatever Arjuna said in the previous shloka, same words Lord Krishna is using in this second shloka. Satata yukta hai, he said, Arjuna. Mai aveshya ye bhaktaha upasate. Lord Krishna says, yukta tamaha mataha. A upasate means whom they are doing upasana? Mam. Mam means not English mom, Sanskrit mom. Mam means me in artha. What type of me? Saguna Ishvara. Saguna Vishwarupa Ishvara. Vishwarupa Ishvara also Sagunam or Nirgunam? Sagunam. Also means what? Ekarupa Ishvara is Sagunam. Vishwarupa Ishvara is also Sagunam. Mam upasate, I consider them. Me mataha, yuktatamaha me mataha. They are considered to be the best yogis. Yuktatamaha means best, greatest, superior. Superior devotees. Yogis means here devotees and artham. They are superior devotees. I me matahana. They are considered as superior devotees by me in artham. Me matahana, considered by me. Now we enter into the, up to here we saw in the last class. Before going to third shloka, just you have to bring back that whole teaching of the last week. Manda Bhakti, Madhyama Bhakti, Uttama Bhakti. Now these bhaktas come under Uttama Bhakti or Madhyama Bhakti or Manda Bhakti. Manda Bhakti only. What is, how you divide Manda Bhakti, Madhyama Bhakti, Uttama Bhakti, based on what? For whom Bhagavan is the means, materialistic comforts or pleasures are the end. They use Bhagavan as a means to fulfill their desires. They are called Manda Bhaktas. Bhagavan is the means, sadhanam. Their goal is not Bhagavan, but materialistic possessions. Putra, Pashu, Pati, Patni, Griham, car, vehicles, etc., etc. Grihopakaranani, whatever they want, they use Bhagavan, they ask Bhagavan, they get. Madhyama Bhaktas are those people, Bhagavan alone is the means, Bhagavan alone is the end. They are called Madhyama Bhaktas, mediocre Bhaktas. They are not interested in worldly worldly pleasures, worldly objects. They want Bhagavan and they use Bhagavan to attain Bhagavan. Jignasu Bhakta. Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu, Bhagavan is presenting in a different format here. In all slokas they are going to come. 5-runged ladder is going to come. That 5-runged ladder, in the 3 divisions, broad divisions, I will make again subdivisions, these 3 into 5. Like mathematics, mother. Okay, Madhyama Bhaktas, Bhagavan, they are called Jignasu Bhaktas. Then Uttama Bhaktas are those Bhaktas, devotees. Bhagavan is not a means at all. Bhagavan alone, they recognize I am that Atma Swarupam only. They never look at Bhagavan separately or different from them. They are Uttama Bhaktas. They are called what? Jnani Bhaktas. They are called Jnani Bhaktas. Bhakta means what I said? Bhakti is not a practice to do. Bhakti is a bhavana. Bhakti is a bhavana. For Manda Bhaktas, what is the means? Karma Yoga is the means. For Chitta Shuddhi, Manda Bhaktas, they have to do Karma Yoga means and to get Chitta Shuddhi. Madhyama bhaktas, they take up what? Upasana. Vishwarupa Upasana Dwara. Then they get Chitta Ekagrata. They can get Guru Prapti, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. They travel towards Uttama Bhakti later. Now Uttama Bhaktas, what was the means for them? Jnana Yoga, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana is the means for that Jnanam. Paramatma Jnanam. These are the means. So Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. Karma Yoga Lakshana Bhakti, Upasana Yoga Lakshana Bhakti, Jnana Yoga Lakshana Bhakti. In the Bhakti Pandambodh, what are the means? What these bhaktas has to do? Karma Yoga means for one type of bhakta, Manda Bhakta. Upasana Yoga for Madhyama Bhaktas. Then Jnana Yoga for Uttama Bhaktas. What is the 5-runged ladder I said? That's what Lord Krishna is going to present. Very important. In the Manda Bhaktas, again 2 divisions. Manda Bhaktas, again 2 divisions. Madhyama Bhaktas, again 2 divisions. Uttama Bhakta, no division. Okay? Uttama Bhakta, there is no division. Now, what are those 2 divisions in Manda Bhaktas? Sakama Bhakti. Sakama Bhakti. No, he wants something to get from the Lord. With desire, with sankalpa, he worships the Lord. That is called Sakama Bhakti. That is the most inferior Bhakti. Sakama Bhakti. You can give that step number 5. Last step. Number 2, that means that 4 it comes. Nishkama Bhakti. Nishkama Bhakti. Not desire for his selfish ends, but always serve for the family, for the society. So, Nishkamataya karma karoti chitta shuddhyartham. So, Nishkama Rupa Lakshana Bhakti. First one is Sakama Rupa Lakshana Bhakti. Nishkama Rupa Lakshana Bhakti. And the first division, 2 subdivisions. Then, the second division, Eka Rupa Lakshana Bhakti. Eka Rupa Saguna Ishvara Bhakti is the third one. Okay, third one. Number apram matrila. Ek Saguna Ishvara Eka Rupa Bhakti is one type of Upasana Bhakti. And fourth one is Vishwarupa, Saguna Vishwarupa Upasana Bhakti. Saguna Vishwarupa Upasana Bhakti, fourth one. Fifth one is Jnani. Totally how many? 5 are there. Now what first Uttama Bhakta, first number we have to give. Ladder, you want to see the steps. 5 steps are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us give the 5th step, top step. Okay. Ippudi paakanam. 1, 2, 3, Ayyappa step madri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First the person begins with Sakama Bhakti. Step number 1. Sakama Bhakti. Step number 2 is Nishkama Bhakti. Both are Karma Yoga only. This is Kevala Karma. Second step on the Karma Yoga. That is Nishkama Bhakti. That is Bhakti da. Sakama also Bhakti only. Nishkama also Bhakti only. Second step. Third step, further height, is Upasana. Eka Rupa Upasana Bhakti. Third step. From there, mind expansion, Chitta Vishalata comes. Then comes that Vishwarupa Upasana Bhakti, 4th step. Then 5th step, highest step, Jnanam. This is 5-runged ladder. If you are in the first step, try to step on this second one. If you are on the second step, try to step on to the third one. If you are already on the third Vishwarupa, Ekarupa, come to fourth one, Aneka Rupa. If you are already Aneka Rupa, drop that triangular format, come to binary format, Atma, Anatma, Viveka. Idella triangular. In the 4 comes under triangular. Triangular enna theriyumo? I am a victimizer. Victimized. World is victimizer. Bhagavan is savior. That is why always we seek prarthana. No? Always we do prarthana. Oh Bhagavan, I have so many problems because of this world. Please save me. Triangular format. I the Bhakta, the Lord, Savior. I am the victimized one. World is victimizer. This is called triangular format. Everyone start with the triangular format in the beginning, but slowly they have to come to what? Binary format. Bhagavan is not separate. I myself am Bhagavan, that Atma Swarupam. I means not body, mind, complex, blood and bones, not me. I means that Sat Chit Atma Swarupam. There is Anatma, which is Nama Rupa Prapancham. It cannot disturb me, it cannot exploit me, it cannot threaten me in the Jnanam. This is called binary format. No Ishvara separate. Anatma, Atma. This is called binary format. So everyone start with a triangular format. Vechiko. How long you want? Be in triangular format. Do special prayers. Do prayaschitta karmas. Take your own time. Shastra is not in hurry. Take your own time. 99.9999% of people are all in triangular format. They cannot come out of triangular format. You require emotional health for that. Come to binary format, you require a tremendous emotional strength. All emotionally weak people always spend in triangular format. Until you become emotionally strong, you can continue in triangular format, but one day or other you have to come to binary. Binary anna Atma, Anatma. Anatma is mithya. You are going to recognize later. No one can deceive me, cheat me, exploit me, threaten me. No one can cause any sorrow in me. As a binary. That is called Krishna Rupa means what? Nirgunam Brahma. Krishna means what? Dark. Dark color is that which can never anything to transfer from it. It is not transparent. Any color will allow other colors to transfer. No? But the black, that's why we use umbrella. Black umbrella. It will not allow the light to travel. Similarly, the Lord Krishna, who is in black color, is Nirgunam Brahma. You cannot see that Nirgunam Brahma. You cannot see that Nirgunam Brahma. Therefore, now Lord Krishna is going to, now this 5-rung ladder is clear. Now, in the 3rd, 4th and 5th shlokas, Lord Krishna talking about the, which ladder? Number 5. Jnani Bhakta. Akshara Upasaka. He is going to talk. Then after, just I will give what are the shlokas he gives, then we will go to that shloka. Jnani Nirguna Brahma Upasaka is not Upasana, Jnanam, as though we call it as Upasana. 3, 4, 5. fifth ladder he gives first. Big hope. Bhagavan is expecting. All are in binary format. And then Bhagavan Paham. Adipati Choldar first. Always have positive thinking, no? Bhagavan also having. Then 6, 7 and 8 slokas. Aneka Rupa or Vishwarupa Bhakti. Fourth. From our ladder, what number? Fourth ladder. Fourth step. Sloka number 9. Ekarupa Upasana Bhakti. Ekarupa Bhakta. Number 9. Step number 3. Okay. Then 10th sloka talks about Nishkama Karma Lakshana Bhakti. Nishkama Karma Lakshana Bhakti. This is the whole bird eye view of 12th chapter. Then 11th shloka, Lord Krishna points out Sakama Karma Lakshana Bhakti. Kevala Karma or Sakama Karma Lakshana Bhakti, 11th shloka. What about the rest of the slokas? Bhagavan is going to talk from 13th shloka onwards up to last about the Jnani. Parabhakta, he is called as Parabhakta. Bhagavan is going to give his characteristics. Parabhakta Lakshanani he gives from 13th shloka onwards. Now you have got picture of the 12th chapter. After studying the whole chapter, you have to know where, on which step you are. Nalla theriyum, clear theriyum. Okay. Bhagavan is going to talk elaborately. Third shloka we will read. Etvaksharamanirdeshyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gamachintyancha kutasthamachalam dhruvam sanniyamyendriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnumanti mameva sarvabhutahite ratah. Very important shlokas. The description of Nirguna Krishna Bhakti in Artham. Nirguna Krishna means what? Arupa Krishna. Akshara Rupa Krishna in Artham. Third and fourth shloka we have to combine here. Fourth shloka, Lord Krishna talks about the qualifications to get Nirguna Brahma Jnanam. Lord Krishna is in Saguna form. You can worship. Shodashopachara puja you can do. Same Lord Krishna, you can discover his higher nature as Arupa Krishna. His original nature is Arupam, formless. Very, very abstract that to grasp. 99.99% of people can grasp what? Vasudeva Krishna, Devaki Krishna. Very easy, and they can enjoy what? Muruku, Chidai. When you come to Arupa Krishna, Muruku kadiyadu, Chidayu kadiyadu, Krishna Ashtamiyu kadiyadu. That is why people don't like that Krishna. But Lord Krishna says, you like it or not, I want to tell about me. See, everybody wants, as if that person understands me, wife always expects, if my husband understands me fully, if he understands me, she is so happy. And the husband is also expecting the same, other way around also. Expecting the same way. If my wife understands thoroughly, no, I am so happy. நமக்கே அப்படி இருக்கும்போது பகவானுக்கு இருக்க கூடாதா என்ன? பகவானுக்கு கூட இருக்கு. Who can understand me properly? That's why he is talking about himself first. Then the first step he is going to put at the end. Fourth shloka we have to see first. Indriya gramam samyamya samabuddhayaha sarvabhuta hite rataha ye tu paryupasate. Now Lord Krishna is talking about this Jnani Bhakta Lakshanas. And Jnani, fifth step, Jnani Bhakta, what type of qualifications he is having, Arjuna? To do Akshara Brahma Upasanam, he has fulfilled these qualifications. Number one is Indriya Gramam Samyamya. Number one. Inge Tagarar Namak. Indriya Gramam anna group of sense organs. Gramam anna not village. Gramam means group. Samudayaha, group of sense organs. What he does, these sense organs, what are they? Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranadayaha. Manasu, Buddhi, Chittam, all Antahkaranani. Bahya Karanani, Antahkaranani. All 19 faculties. Indriya Gramam Samyamya. Samyak Niyamanam Krutva. Samyak Niyamya means properly controlled, mastered, self-management. This is called self-management. We manage everybody, not self-management. No, self-management means what? You manage your sense organs, you manage your handle, your mind, you keep the mind in a right channel, you direct your mind in a right channel. Self-management. That means damaha ityarthaha. Sense control means what? Damaha. If you control your sense organs, you can control everything in the world. Jite rasam, jite sarvam. One talking tongue and eating tongue, if you control, all other sense organs can be easily controlled. But this is the only difficult task. Unnecessary talking, unnecessary eating. All other organs will never listen. They also ride upon us. Once you master this tongue, food control, ahara niyama, vang niyama, speech control. If you do, all other sense organs easily controllable. Easily controllable. Namak vang maunavanna pressure increase ahum ulla, no? Inner pressure will increase. Either we have to talk with others, illanna phone busy ah irukano eppovume line, or we talk with ourselves. But mano nigraham is called damaha. It comes under damaha. Then what is the next? Samabuddhayaha. Second qualification is they maintain an equanimous mind, even-mindedness. Sama means even. This is called shamaha. In Tattva Bodha language, this is called what? Shamaha. Don't ask me what is Tattva Bodha. I will be in trouble. Okay. Tattva Bodha is the basic text to study Bhagavad Gita. That is qualification. Okay. Shamaha, samabuddhayaha means mano nigrahaha, shamadi shatka sampannaha anartham. Or raga dvesha atitatvam, free from attachment and aversion. This is what dominating, no? Predominantly in a person, always what? Either I like this, I don't like this. Either I have attachment towards something or aversion towards something. இந்த ரெண்டுமே இல்லாமல் இருப்பவன் he is ready for what? Fifth step. அதுக்கு தான் சுவாமி எனக்கு தெரியும் எனக்கு மோட்சமே வராது. People come to conclusion. பெருமை பண்ணோம் எனக்கிட்ட இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிக்க வேண்டாமோ? Fake it and make it. Okay, I have sense control. இல்லாட்டாலும் கூட சொல்லி வச்சுக்கோங்களே. I have sense control, I have mind control. யத் பாவம் தத் பவதி. இந்த வேர்டு நல்லா தெரியும் நமக்கு. நல்ல கொட்டேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் அப்படியே லிப் சர்வீஸ் டக்கு டக்கு டக்க வந்துடும், அப்படியே வாயிலே இருக்கும். ஆனாலும் எப்பவுமே பெசிமிஸ்டிக் திங்கிங், நெகட்டிவ் திங்கிங், வெரி, ஆல் தீஸ் ஆர் கான் மைண்டுக்குள்ள பூம்ராங்கிங். That's why we have to study Shastra. If you are all very full-fledged, our mind is always, mastered and everything. Shastrame padikka vendam. Illaya? Shastra ஏன் படிக்கிறான்னா, I want to equip myself. These are all prerequisites to step onto that fifth ladder. Fifth step. Okay? Samabuddhayaha. When is even-minded? Sarvatra. All the time. Morning is okay, afternoon is not okay, evening okay. No. Morning okay, afternoon okay, evening also okay. What about night? Okay. Everything is what? Okay. No financial problem. Okay. Also, everything is in universal harmony. And the sarvatra means sarvadesheshu, in all places. Sarva kaleshu, in all times. Sarva avasthasu, under any condition. Samabuddhayaha, even-mindedness. This is possible by yoga abhyasa. So, mind control, sense control, as much as possible. Okay, once in a while, edo appadi ipdi ahalam. Okay, maximum time upset, எப்போ கொஞ்ச நேரம், very rarely a smiling face, and that's not good. Okay, samabuddhayaha. Third qualification is sarva bhuta hite rataha. Rataha means reveling in, interested. In what? Rataha means reveling or interested in, desirous of, welfare of all beings. Bhuta hitenar. Sarva bhuta means interested in the welfare of all beings, compassionate. Love all human beings, all beings. He loves all of them. Committed to show that sensitivity towards concern or sensitivity towards others' feelings. That is called karuna, compassion. The well-wisher of all people, all beings. Not only beings, towards the entire creation. The karuna samudraha, daya sindhu. அந்த கண்ணுலயே அவனுக்கு கருணை தெரியும், பேசினா கருணை. Always thinking about others, welfare of others. Sympathy, empathy and சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? Sympathy and empathy. This is called bhavam. Internal bhava is like that. Such person alone is what? Fit for a fifth step. That is important. If you want moksha, you want atma jnanam, you must develop, endowed with all the time, what? Welfare of all people. Prayer pannanam. What? Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, kale varshatu parjanyaha, prithvi sasya shalini, desho yam kshobarahitaha, brahmanas santu nirbhayaha. Brahmana, noble people, righteous people, not jati brahmanas, guna brahmanas. These are all universal prayers. sarvabhuta hiterataha. With these three qualifications, indriya gramam samyamya, then samabuddhayaha, then sarvabhuta hiterataha. If I have these three qualifications, put 100 marks. நீங்களே போட்டுக்கோங்க 100 marks. Centum. Distinction வேணுமோ? Paryupasate. Ye tu paryupasate. Some people meditate upon me with this qualification. Meditate upon whom? What type of me they meditate? Next he says, go to the third sloka. See the order. இப்படி படிக்கணும். Okay? நாலாவது வந்து qualification. Fourth sloka. With these qualifications he meditate upon that Lord who is Nirgunam Brahman Aksharam. Now description of Brahman. On what type of Ishvara he is going to meditate upon? Not Krishna, Rama, Ayyappa or Guruvayurappa. But he meditate upon Aksharam Brahma, imperishable nature of Brahman. Aksharam. Aksharam Brahman. Naksharam asti. Naksharati iti Aksharam. Krishna, Rama, they are all having birth. They are having even Niryanam also. They disappear after some time. That avatara is over. But whereas they are all Kshara Krishna, Kshara Rama. Even Akshara Krishna, Akshara Rama. That's why Aksharam. Aksharam are not alphabets here. Okay. Alphabets also called as Aksharam. But here Aksharam means that Brahman who is imperishable. Nasharahitaha ityarthaha. Who is not having destruction at all. This bhakta is, fifth step bhakta is meditating upon that imperishable Brahman. Then anirdeshyam. That Brahman who is indefinable. Nirdesha means vak gocharam. Anirdesha means vak agocharam. You to define this Brahman is like this, like this. Ajanuvahum aravinda dalayatакшam. This is called nirvachanam. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraika panai jnanamudraya krishnaya. Idella enna? Description. You can describe through the words. Definable. Vasudeva Krishna, Devaki Nandana is definable. That is why Gopika Geetam, Madhurashtakam, Achyutashtakam, all are what? Nirdeshyam. You can describe, you can define. Whole Bhagavata is a Nirdeshyam Krishna. You can define. But whereas this Bhakta is meditating upon Anirdeshyam, which you cannot describe, define through the words. Yattad adreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam achakshus shrotram tadapani padam. Mundakopanishad Kerav. This bhakta is meditating upon. Interested in, committed to that. நல்ல ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. What Bhagavan is going to tell, number 13 to 20th sloka is going to say, Sahama me priyaha, Sahame priyaha, Sahame priyah. He is dear to me, he is dear to me. சொல்ல போறாரு. He is dear to me. You want to become dear to Lord or not? நல்லா கேட்டுக்கோங்க. அதுக்குதான். You listen carefully. This bhakta alone is dear to Bhagavan. Dearest. What about others? Others are also dear to me, but this person not different from me. Therefore, Mameva Atmaiva me matam. Jnani tu Atmaiva me matam. Udara sarva evaite jnani tu Atmaiva me matam. All bhaktas, what? First step bhakta, second step bhakta, third step bhakta, fourth step bhaktas are all also good, but Jnani tu, that fifth step, 7th chapter, 18th shloka, hereof. Jnani tu Atma eva me matam. I consider he is myself. இப்போ நான் படிக்கும் போது இப்போ இது சொல்லலைன்னா நீங்க எல்லாம் என்ன நினைப்பீள்? சுவாமினி இதெல்லாம் கஷ்டம். Some people only can get this. I cannot get. That's why I am to create inspiration, no? To give inspiration to you, to create interest in you. Just I am telling what Bhagavan is going to talk about that bhakta. He says he is not different from me. What a promotion, no? Bhagavan is giving promotion. Na kudukle. Bhagavan is giving promotion. You want promotion or not? If you want, okay, come along with the teaching. Anirdeshyam. Then avyaktam. This is another definition of Brahman. Unmanifest, beyond sense perception. Avyaktam. Anj dhatu. 7p. Anj means that which is clearly appear. Anjadina. V plus anj. Vyaktamanna clearly that which appears. Avyakta means what? That which cannot appear. This Brahman, for this bhakta, he is having such a subtle mind, he don't require any gross form. He is able to grasp me who is avyaktam, invisible. Indriya agrahyam, kannala paaka mudiyadu, kaadala kekka mudiyadu, manasukku ettaadadu, beyond mind comprehension. Avyaktam, beyond sense perception, sarva indriya agocharam ityartha. Avyaktam means sarva indriya agocharam. அப்படி கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாத ஒரு கடவுள் இருக்காரா சுவாமினின்னு கேட்போம் நம்ம. என்ன, we have never studied Bhagavad Gita properly, no? He says, if this person meditate upon that avyaktamana, how he meditate? How he meditate? Tell me now. Everybody want to come to meditation class. ஒருத்தர் கூட கால சரியா உட்கார்றதே தெரியாது. மெடிடேஷன் மெடிடேஷன். People are running towards meditation. ஆசனமே தகராறு. What to do meditation? Upon what you do meditation? சகுண ஈஸ்வரன் பத்தி தெரியுமான்னா அதே தெரியாது. அபரா பிரகிருதி என்ன தெரியாது. பரா பிரகிருதி என்ன தெரியாது. Then what? நிர்குணம் பிரம்மா அது மேல தெரியாது. But on what we are going to meditate? அதுதான் சுவாமி தெரியல. To meditate properly also you require Bhagavad Gita study. நான் தியானம் பண்ற சும்மா ஒரு பொய் தான், ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. To do dhyanam, you require Bhagavad Gita study. Minimum. What about maximum? Minimum is Bhagavad Gita. What is maximum? Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads. Upanishad. Therefore, how can I understand? That's why Eka Rupa, Apara Prakriti, Para Prakriti, I have to understand. Vishwarupa Ishvara, I have to understand. Jagat Karanam Brahma Ishvara, I have to understand. Then only I can go to highest step. So, try to understand properly. How to understand? Study properly. So, therefore, how difficult you see. That which is not visible at all for sense organs, this person is meditating. How great? How great? He has mastered his sense organs. Then comes what? Sarvatragam. He meditates upon me. Paryupasate. Upon what? Sarvagatragam. The who is all pervading. Balakrishna is not all pervading. Dwaraka Krishna is not Ayodhya pervading. Ayodhya Rama is not Dwaraka pervading. Yes or no? Rama Bhakta goes to Ayodhya only. Krishna Bhakta goes to Dwaraka, Madhura only. Not Sarvatragam. As a form you worship Ekarupa, you cannot feel that Lord all-pervading. Because of that only we criticize the other God. What? Namam, Vibhuti. இதெல்லாம் வைக்கலையோ That's why they cannot withstand with other Lord, other type of worship, other religions. They are very much insecure. This person meditate upon that Lord who is all-pervading. All-pervading and all-pervading also. Tamil all. Okay. All-pervading is English all. All-pervading Tamil all. Why is all-pervading Tamil all? Because sarvatragam. You cannot say Bhagavan is somewhere. So therefore you cannot compare all bhaktas with this Jnani Bhakta. The superior most Bhakta nu kuda solla virumbala Bhagavan. Avar enna solla poraarna? He has no words. Bhagavan ku words e kediyadu. Ivan patti solradhukku. Shankaracharya writes in Bhashanla, how can I say this Bhakta, Jnani Bhakta, Uttama Bhakta, Ayuttama Bhakta, how can you say he is myself? Therefore I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to compare with anybody. Bhagavan himself presents. You don't get this type of teaching anywhere. This is a unique chapter. Bhagavan, his whole heart, he is just pouring. Manasukulla irukkaradella, he is pouring like anything. No? Sarvatragam means desha atitam anartham. Oru deshathila irundi oru deshathila illanu sollakudadu. Spatial limitation is not there. Guruvayurappa is staying where? In Guruvayur. It is got a spatial limitation. Balaji is limited where? Tirupati. Otherwise, Venkat Narayan Road. This is called spatial limitation. Ekarupa Bhakta is keeping the Bhagavan in spatial limitation. And time-wise limitation. Or enna peru? Balaji ke. Kaliyuga Daivam. What about Treta Yugam? பாரு நீ சொல்றது எவர் பகவானுக்கு அபச்சாரம் தான். கலியுக தெய்வம் சுவாமினி நான் கும்பிடுறேன்னா பண்ணப்பா. You are not really praising him. You are bringing down. Spatial limitation you are bringing. Tirupati Balaji. Spatial limitation. Kaliyuga Daivam. Time-wise limitation. Balaji is in Kaliyuga, not in Krita Yuga, Tetra Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. But what about these bhaktas? Bhagavan is Sarvatragam. Na Krishna Bhakta Swamini. Nan Ayyappa Bhakta. Vechukko, paravale. Illani sollale. Continue. Bhagavan, first actually, on the first step, thane sollano. Your fifth step in solrarana. First step சொன்னா next class வரல என்ன பண்றது? பகவான் fifth step சொன்னா அந்த first step டைம் வந்தாலும் வராட்டாலும் பரவாயில்ல போட்டும். The same thing Bhagavan did in second chapter also. Sthita Prajna Lakshanalella சொல்லி second chapterல teaching எல்லாம் he has completed. அதுக்கு தான் நிறைய பேர் பகவத்கீதை டிஸ்கண்டினியூ பண்ணிடுவான். ஏன்னா second chapter is the toughest chapter. Sthita Prajna Lakshanas, who can understand Atma? Very difficult. Najayate mriyate va kadachita. Very difficult. Bhagavan is always giving the highest first. If they listen this, one day or other, after 5 years, they will come back. Bhagavan starts with the lowest form. If they don't come back, they can never know that is the highest is there. Otherwise, students, ஏதோ ஒரு சுவாமினி ஒரு நாள் எங்கேயோ சொன்னா ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருந்தது. After 20 years, they come back again. எங்க இருக்க சுவாமினின்னு இப்படி பார்த்துட்டு வரணும். எங்க இருக்கா சுவாமி, அந்த சுவாமினி இந்த சுவாமினி சேமான். அப்ப என்ன ஆச்சு? அப்ப புரியல சுவாமினி, இப்பதான் புரியுது. They will come back. This is the method of teaching. டீச்சர் கூட டிஃபிகல்ட் மெத்தட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொல்லுவா. இது புரியலையா அவனுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஈஸி மெத்தட் சொல்றேன், அது புரியல இன்னும் ஈஸி மெத்தட். அது மாதிரி. ஓகே. அச்சிந்தியம், இன்காம்ப்ரிஹென்சிபிள், அன்திங்கபிள் அர்த்தம். மனசுக்கு என் மனசான மனுதே உபனிஷத். அச்சிந்தியம் You cannot comprehend through your mind. You cannot conceive. You can conceive babies, but you cannot conceive Nirgunam Brahman. Beyond concepts and artham. This is my concept. Concept, okay, vechukona. Our Brahman is beyond concept. Every philosophy is a concept. Advaita is not a concept. Understand? Sankhya philosophy is a concept. Nyaya philosophy is a concept. Jainism is a concept. Christianity is a concept. Islam is a concept. All are concept. Because they all can be comprehended by the mind. What Advaita is talking is not a concept, but it is incomprehensible, achintyam brahmaswarupam. Therefore, there is no comparison at all. Then, another important word, kutastham. He is meditating upon that incomprehensible way. Meditate eppadi panna mudiyum? That means what? He is doing Shravanam anartham. He is doing Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Adila malli Gnana Yogamlo steps. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Guru Mukhataya. Kutastham means he is meditating upon Kutastham. Kutaha means karyam anartham. Kute sthitam kutastham. The one who is abiding even in Maya Shakti. Shankaracharya beautifully derived this word. Kutam means Kala Atitam. See, Maya is called Kutam. Kutam means whatever appears very beautifully outside, ullakulla ella, all are false. All doshams inside, velila onnu theriyadu. Adida Kutam ani peru. Adida Kutam. And that Maya, this Paramatma is there. That Maya Shakti is where? In Paramatma. Therefore he is called what? Kutastham. Brahman is called Kutastham. Kutam anna Rashi. Rashi anna heap. You cannot move the Rashi. Rashi anna periya heap irundana you cannot move. Kutastham tasmad achalam. Since this Brahman is Kutastham, because the Maya is always very, very attractive. Maya is having what? Variety, novelty, beauty. But there is no stability in Maya is called Savikaram. There is no stability. But Bhagavan is that Paramatma Swarupam is where? In Maya Swarupam. But Maya is not touching the Bhagavan. He controls the Maya. That's why he is called Kutastham. Shankaracharya writes. Therefore, Achalam. Achala means immovable. Rashihi iva sthitam. Sthitaha tasmat chalana varjitam. Not moved by anything in artham. Beyond movement. Then Dhruvam. Because that Brahman is Achalam, therefore steady, Dhruvam. Maya is Adhruvam, Savikaram, changing, not steady. Whereas Paramatma, Brahman is Dhruvam, means firm and artham. Eternal, Shashvatam. So what? If they meditate upon this Aksharam, Avyaktam, Anirdeshyam, Kutastham, Dhruvam, what they get na? Te mam eva prapnuvanti. They attain me alone. You can put this in two ways. Te eva mam prapnuvanti. They alone. They alone means who are they? Indriya gramam samyamya sarvatra samabuddhayaha. Then Sarvabhuta hite rataha te eva. They alone, after studying from teacher, mam prapnuvanti. Mam means what? This aksharam, avyaktam, anirdesham, agrahyam, achalam, dhruvam, kutastham, they attain me. Second point is, te mam eva prapnuvanti. They will not attain any saguna form. Sayujyam, salokyam, samipyam onnu kadiyadu. They attain me alone. Te mam eva prapnuvanti means they attain me alone. They alone attain me. They attain me alone. They attain me alone. This is the meaning. More in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.